Hello, One Tricks and Flex players. We missed you last week because there was a reschedule, so we weren't able to stream the Overwatch Varsity match. But we're back with Week 3 of NACE Starleague Varsity Overwatch Division, and this could be our closest match yet. I'm Niv.
I'm Cthulhu Karioa.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm looking forward to a very nice match. From what I've seen so far, we seem to be very neck and neck, and our records have the exact same records so far. Swept our first game, got swept our second game. So overall, I'm looking forward to a very nice, very contentious match full of fantastic plays and hopefully some nice play of the games we can clip and post to our Twitch.
Yeah, that's right. First match, it was 3-0 and then 0-3, right? So we haven't seen any map 5s, let alone we haven't seen any map 4s, let alone map 5s. That's what I was trying to say. But you know, that's what good competition's all about. And the reason I'm optimistic about this one is because we have played this team in the last season of NACE Starleague. It's Old Dominion University, and last time they faced off, Old Dominion won 3-1. So it was contested. It was not a sweep, which is promising. And tell you what, I think we've improved since then. So I think we'll do better than 3-1.
One can certainly hope, but at the same time, you have to also realize that ODU's probably Old Dominion probably isn't resting on their laurels at all. They were just, I believe, slightly higher than us on the out of 10 for our division in the NACE Starleague.
Yeah.
However, it was very close. They only had, like, I believe it was one victory over us when compared to our win ratio.
Mm-hmm.
So overall, I'm looking forward to a very contentious match. I do feel like both teams have definitely likely improved, and I'm excited to see what new strategies they're both going to bring to the table tonight.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at the rosters real quick. I do believe ODU's roster has stayed the same from last season. So that would be Legend 9, Aristos G, Beep Cheap, Index, Niche, and Optimal Height. I do recognize some of these names from last year, although my memory is not the best.
Same here.
Yeah, and on UNC side, of course, our rock solid tank line. Oh, they're a little out of order today. Rock solid tank line, Mist and Don Josue. Our all-star DPS, Shy and Lect, and our healers, Master Swordbar, Dino, and B. They've been all mixed up today, but that's okay. It looks like we finally have 12 in the lobby, and that's what you'd like to see. They're already underway on their first map, Lijiang Tower. I believe this was UNC's pick. They were talking about choosing this map earlier because they wanted to counter a Reinhardt composition. Let's see if that works out here.
Old Dominion University is very there's a lot of Ryan J setups, it seems, this season. Right now we're responding with a bit of a double alt tank, right? A bit of double alt tank composition right now with a hamster ball and a Sigma. However, it looks like we have gotten the first few picks, but it looks like we're about to win this.
That is absolutely deadly. It's just Aristos G left, the Diva, the pilot form, last person to die, and that does give over first control to UNC. That's a promising start.
Yes, a fantastic showing, especially when it does somewhat delay Aristos G from getting back early.
Cthulhu, have you seen Lex ult charge? He's at 96%. It's been one fight, man.
That's very special.
There it is. He tosses it out. It doesn't do anything.
It doesn't do anything.
Punches him in the face.
Yeah, Beep Cheap kind of cornered him. Kind of forced him to blow if he wants to stay alive. Sadly, he did not get as much value as he would have hoped. An early pick for UNC Varsity might lead to a reverse take of the point. Yes, now trying to hold on to their life to hold on to this hold.
Right, but that's Mist gets launched off the edge by Index, but that's fine because he did need to reset there. And that is a pretty solid pick. I do think it was those two early picks that gave him that win.
A bit of an overextension on UNC's part, a bit of cockiness. However, it looks like most of our squad is back on deck. Only 11% taken by Old Dominion compared to R37, where that tick is climbing very fast.
They're going right in. It's going to be the Sigma Don Jose opening it up with a Gravitic Flux. But it is countered by the eye field, but it can't counter the follow-up damage, and it's just an avalanche of blue in the kill feed.
You'd love to see it happen, folks. However, you do have to realize UNC has no offensive ults in this next team fight, whereas Old Dominion has 3. So, this next team fight is going to depend on how they respond to the amp charge, the drop the beat, and...
Beep Cheap, what are you doing there? That's not where you want to be. Legend 9 opens up the next fight with a very aggressive window, just like you said, aggressive ults around the corner. They don't manage to find any kills, but they are down one. What is this? Lex rains justice from above and manages to find one.
Flecked already with another massive ult, cornering Old Dominion in this little ramen shop here. Not quite gonna, they're not quite gonna get a team wipe. Old Dominion is gonna fall back. However, we do see Leck trying to farm more ult charge and doing quite a lot to get it. However, he needs to fall back a little bit.
He does seem to be getting out safe and sound this time. He learned for the first time when he that deep in the corridor there.
Doesn't hurt that B is on that Mercy using a classic Pharmacy combo, keeping him damaged and keeping him healed up.
Now keep an eye on the percentages. It is UNC taking up to 90%, and ODU has to make something happen now if they want a fighting chance at this map.
They do have a number of ults that we do have to worry about. However, it looks like the nerf this already came out, dropping the beat. INDX rushing to the point, not quite gonna make it.
Not fast enough, no. I was saying, when it gets 90%, you gotta get your head in the game. You gotta push the pedal to the metal. But yeah, not able to take it. I saw B get a kill as Mercy at the end there. I don't know how that happened.
Old Dominion looks extremely unsure right now. It doesn't seem like they really know what they're doing, what their main plan is. And overall, I feel like maybe they need to switch it up a bit. We do see Beep Sheep switching to the junk right here, possibly trying to get more picks in the back line. However, I don't know if with this going to the Diva, if that's really going to result in anything significant.
Right. I think the big change to watch out for this map, this is much more close quarters. So the Reinhardt, Donho's playing matching on the Reinhardt to match Niche on the Reinhardt. That's going to be a big matchup to watch out for. Especially as also the Junkrats on both sides. That'll be exciting.
For sure. Already both teams are on the point. We are seeing Leck peppering from the side. Doesn't seem like Old Dominion's really doing anything to go after that. Don Postway is looking pretty rough right now. And is to get back to safety. However, it looks like Old Dominion has a very strong, firm grip on the point.
That's right, they set up at the top of these stairs here, right? And even just a little bit of high ground is an advantage. But this is Niche going down. Just too much spam down that corridor, and is this going to be enough for UNC to retake? It might be the case.
Yeah, we are slowly but surely getting there, and the tick for UNC has started.
That's a textbook move, right? If you're in a disadvantage, you back out, give them space, you let your cooldowns come back, then you rush in and overwhelm them. That's exactly what
for sure. And if we take a look at the ult economy here, folks, we are seeing UNC with quite a few more. However, Old Dominion seems to be going into the back line.
Oh no, what a devastating teleporter. In a matter of seconds, they're on the point and they're firing through that window. There's a tire coming out from Fleck. This could be big, but the shield completely blocks it off.
Hate to see that happen. Miss trying to get something happening right now. Old Dominion currently having the ticker going in their favor. UNC contesting this though.
They sure are. There's a kill from John Josue, kill from Fleck. Even Roar Dino gets a final blow there on the
Ooh, not a good look. INDX having to retreat the last man standing after an unfortunate wipe after an overall genius play from the side of Ultimate University. The UNC grasping it right back from them.
I gotta say, it's been very back and forth maps so far. Always taking the point back. No one team managed to hold the advantage for a long time. There is a shatter. Did it get anyone? I don't think so. Averted Flex, though, a little bit better. I saw a sleep go out there. I'm not sure what's happening now. There's so much happening on screen. But what's important is that UNC has already lost 3 of its members, and it's going to be more with Arsto's G and Team T. Maybe a little bit of overkill there, committing 2 more ults just to clean it up.
Yeah, a team kill that does have the added benefit of them coming back extra fast. However, with ult coming flicking like this, they're going to have to possibly throw a few team fights just to build up their ults.
Right. UNC just getting the shatter from Don. Hopefully it's a big one. We haven't seen a lot of big shatters yet. Pretty high.
Don Host with a shatter himself, really good at finding that value. It's just a matter of can he get that value.
That's right. So here's UNC taking the alternate path. This is very smart when there's a Junkrat looking down on you. So they go around here and they'll be beating them in this kind of tight back area where it's dark. It seems like Legend 9 always has that window at the ready. He tosses it open and UNC very wisely staying around the corner, not letting him get any damage off.
We are going to see Minchi throwing out the ult, that massive barrier, creating a lateral shield throughout the entire map. We are going to see UNC rush. It doesn't look like it's going to do anything. Don Postway got the charge from B. Currently swinging through, getting a few kills.
That is beautiful. There's that shatter we were looking for, and it's just going to be an avalanche the rest of the way now. And oh, what is this? Wire Dino answers back with a boop. Maybe payback for what Index did on the last map.
For sure, we did see I've seen what I believe was Beepsheet getting quite the nice stall on the map, giving his team time to recover while also denying UNC any more tick rate.
And speaking of tick, could it be any closer? 70 to 70. It's looking good for UNC. If they can hold on for one more fight, they can take it. But again, if ODU takes it, then it's in their favor.
Definitely.
Anyone's game.
Ult charges are not in UNC's favor. Old Dominion currently rocking 3 or 4. 2 of them already popping out. UNC, watch out.
Beepsheet takes the long way around. Doesn't get a kill, but Aristotle Speed does get a kill.
Yep. And
that's a follow-up for War Dino. The shields are all over the point of UNC. Just can't do anything. Minchai getting caught in the trap on the Doomfist. That is a disaster for UNC, and now it's kind of the opposite story of what just happened.
You hate to see it. However, they do have quite a few ults, about 2 or 3 right now. This could be what UNC needs, but they have to rush the point extremely fast. They have to get in there left, going into the back possibly.
It is 92%, 93%. I think they're going to get there, but it's going to be close. And Don Jose's shield already being almost done isn't going to help at all.
Lex coming from the sky, going to try and delay in the air so that his tire doesn't get killed. It's not going to get any value, though. They got to get on there now.
That's a big shatter. Oh, he pounds through the team with that fire strike. That might be enough to carry them through the fight, but it's still kills going in both directions. Here's Aristochi holding on for dear life. Legend 9 forced to commit the eye field as well, as the kill seems to be going in the favor of UNC now. And there it is, the swap to 98, 99, and map.
UNC solidly taking the first map of the night. Old Dominion kind of got their footing a bit in that last round. Very much so at the end. INDX even having the play of the game. However, it looked like Old Dominion was kind of on unsure for the most of that match.
I would agree with that. I do think they started doing better once it was a Ryan v. Ryan matchup. Oh, here's that beautiful boot we saw in the first one.
Hate to see it happen to our own, but we
so
have to.
Far away.
You gotta respect it. Gotta respect it.
Yeah, good play.
Lect with the almost 11,000 damage done. Legend 9 healing almost 1.5 times that.
That's insane.
Beautiful play coming out from both sides.
I do think the Pharah caught ODU off guard.
Oh, for sure.
Right. They did swap to the cast, or I'm not sure if they had the cast to begin with, but it just wasn't enough. In fact, I think Beepcheap probably killed Lect more times than the cast did.
Oh, yeah.
But regardless, they did look a little better on the Ryan v. Ryan matchup. It was going back and forth. I mean, I believe the final score was like 98 to 100.
Yes, on that last map, it was literally 98 to 100. That team fight determined the entirety of the match. It all came down to the wire. Not so much on that first map, but like I said, it's like you said. Once the Ryan was on the field, Old Dominion kind of had their footing. They knew what to expect because they knew what they were expecting from themselves. So I think maybe if UNC tries to stray, except in like close type maps like that where you need Ryan, if they stray away from Ryan and try and go for that the double alt tank they had in that first match, I actually feel like they actually could take it pretty easily.
Right, that comp with the ball and the Sigma and the Tracer, usually you would have a Zen and a Brig in there, but they're kind of mixing it up. That's so deadly right now. Just because of the focus damage, you can immediately assassinate someone.
Right, exactly. And the fact that it seemed like there was damage coming from so many angles. Old Dominion likes to kind of hide behind their Rhine. However, it doesn't really seem like they're able to diversify their approach, diversify their
Rhine only has one shield. You can only block damage from one direction.
He's only got one direction, and as fun as it may be to scribble the mouse all over, it's not really going to be that effective in combat. At least I certainly hope it never is.
So if I'm correct, and this was UNC's pick, then it would be, I believe, ODU picking next. Actually, I'm a little rusty on the rules now.
Same here.
But okay, I'm hearing that this is crazy. Tell you what, someone in the varsity chat predicted before this match, we're going to pick Lijiang, they're going to pick Kings Row. Guess what? It's Kings Row for map 2. The classic ride map, the very apex of that rush brawl gameplay, just because of all those tight corridors.
And not to mention the fact that this might be Old Dominion's, this might be their kind of like their stomping ground with and how they always like to go with Rhine. You know, sure, the first trying to capture that point, it's a bit open space. You might need a sniper or two to keep up in the damage category. However, once you get that payload moving, you find that Reinhardt becomes so much more necessary just to keep things moving.
Yeah, in the streets phase, right?
Right, exactly. So I could definitely. I definitely think that that's what they're trying to shoot for right now, is they're trying to force UNC's hand to use Ryan. Now, granted, we have seen that UNC's varsity team can use Reinhardt. However, it comes much closer to the wire, and I don't think UNC would want that. Much more stressful.
Right. I would agree with that. I mean, Don Jose definitely no slacker when it comes to Ryan.
Oh, for sure not. But at the same time, if you can routinely bamboozle your opponents with a double alt tank, why wouldn't you?
Right. Yeah. I mean, playing the meta has its stigma associated with it, but if it works, it works.
If it works, it works.
Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely.
Don't hate the player, hate the people who designed the game.
Yeah.
So, but I am very much looking forward to this next match.
Yes, it does look. It's looking very promising for a map 4 here, maybe even a map 5. We'll have to see. They are heading into the map now, Kings Row, our second map of the day. UNC now with a 1-map advantage, but ODU is by no means out for the count.
Yes, they were no slouch in round 2 of 1. Spam the Rhino, please, in the chat.
That's right. Spam the Rhino to help Roar Dino. That could be the tipping point of this hotly contested contest.
There are Raw Dino usually likes to play the Bard of the match, and if y'all can be his Bard, the Bard can Bard better.
Well said. Did you prepare that?
No.
Wow, that just came straight out of your brain.
I just played way too much D&D.
Ah, okay. I see. Oh, look at this. Don Jose actually rolling out not on the Reinhardt, but on the Orisa.
Oh, okay. I actually can see how that might work. We do see Minshi now on the Soldier 76, and as well as Lekt on the Hanzo. I'm excited to see what Lekt's going to do with this Hanzo. Hanzo is a bit of a nuclear character, high skill, high reward. You can get a lot of kills really easily, but you can also prove yourself should you get cornered. So I'm excited to see what he's got in store for us.
That's right. We have the countdown. 3, 2, 1. ODU, as predicted, rolling out on that Ryan comp makes sense, but they are, just like you said, they are running a Widow at least for the very first part of the map. And if Optimal Height can get a few picks on that Widow, that could be a pretty huge boon for the rest of the map.
Already we see some of these picks. Old Dominion trying to come in from the ledge off the theater. They're trying to get a bit of a side swipe here.
Yeah, it's a clean rotation. They hop over the gap. Hope they didn't lose anyone there, and they're making the very far rotation. One comes behind. This is exactly how you want to play against Orisa, right? You don't want to let her see you at all. You want to get up close and then jump on top of her.
That's true. However, we did see for a brief second. We did see for a brief second quite a bit of red team did take a lot of damage. Lekt and Mist both eating some dust there from a nice bit of fist from Beep Sheet. It looks like
oh, that's 3 for Beep Sheet.
It looks like UNC's not really holding on too well to this first point. Minshi fighting for dear life, not quite able to fight hard enough.
Yeah, Minshi was, I mean, he was holding his ground there on the high ground, like raining down bullets. But, I mean, when Beep Chief goes in there and slaps 3 of your players into the earth, what can you do about that? It does look like they have swapped off the Widow. This makes sense to me, right? You were
right.
You just want that for that first push. But now that they're on the street space, it might be that the Ryan is a better pick here than the Orisa. Beep Chief using that ult to get up on the rooftop, and he's jumping down.
Oh,
that's
my
a lot
Lord.
of damage going down on them. He gets another 2K. That's Roar Dino and Don Jose down, and UNC has no chance.
Not looking good. INDX does die to the post-mortuary bombs from Lekt. However, that's not going to stop this truck from absolutely tearing forward. UNC's got to change up the plan here.
Oh, that was, I mean, Doom fans are got to be out of their minds right now. That's a classic play. The ult onto the rooftop. And it was well coordinated with the team too.
I've actually never seen that personally.
Oh yeah, it's
never.
I mean, it's beautiful, right?
I mean, it looked like something that was well documented and just kind of a classic. But to a guy who's never seen that looks ingenious.
All right, it's Aristos G once again not letting down the aggression, going into a grab, and then a shatter by Niche, which also hits. But he gonna get stunned to the ground, and it's gonna be equal 5 versus 5 here on the battlefield.
Don Josue in a tank v tank, gonna get helped by Mist, but is gonna get taken out by Niche. Hate to see it happen. UNC does look like they swayed Old Dominion from pushing any further, but it seems the pressure's still not letting up.
Would you say they Don Josue'd them from?
Yeah, they Don Josue'd them.
In any case, UNC is not out yet. They did manage to back out and get a little more firepower there on the field. And that is a window through which Lekt and Minshi are going to be able to get some kills. They are going to be able to stifle the push right there at the end of the second
If
point.
they can take out NACE right here, that would heavily delay their ability to come back. But I think at this point they might want to start pulling back so they don't overextend and get killed by beat shooters. So far, very good at calling out these overextensions.
Right, absolutely. And can we talk about the coordination too? If a Doom jumps in from the roof on his own, he's gonna die. But if he jumps in and all 5 of his teammates run in at the same time, I mean, there's no way to deal with both threats at the same time. Someone's gotta fall. Someone's gonna give.
All right, taking a look at the ult economy, it seems UNC has a support ult ready as well as 2 offensive. Old Dominion contrasting that with almost all of their ults online, all of them above 60%. However, it seems Optimized will not be participating in this next team fight.
Oh, Lek gets to it. Decides he wants more. He's bloodthirsty, so he's pulling out the Rip Tire. That fast-moving explosive goes the long way around, and there it is, a 3-kill for Lekt. Missed picking out another hero, and that's going to be the end of the fight.
However, Beep Cheap does seem to be taking a bit of a breather, camping out in the subway, waiting for the A line to come through.
Right.
I don't really know what he's up to right now. Seems to be just kind of crouching in the corner, watching him at a distance, hearing something happening. He knows something we don't.
Right. I imagine he's just waiting for the team fight to start so he can come from behind. And it might be a repeat of what happened earlier.
Yeah, he does have that Meteor Strike on deck. That's nothing to scoff at. He has showed before that he's really good camping out in one of the original spawns for Blue Team. You can see, watch your back.
Here it goes. He jumps out of the sewer. He uses one of his abilities, but decides to use Fall right after that. Oh, it's going to be a nasty combo. There's the grab. There's the dragon. There's the Meteor Strike. Everything pumped into the same location. Guilty's not quite out of it yet.
No, for sure not. INDX is down. Niche currently super cornered. It looks like UNC might be able to bring this back in spite of what we've seen. Optimal Light also hitting the dust. Beam Chief's filling his Doom to still fighting for dear life. He's not able to hide this time. UNC knows his dirty little tricks now.
That was nasty. I don't know how UNC survived all of that. I mean, if you see a Grab Dragon going out and you also see a Doom putting out the hurt, you kind of expect that to be the end of the fight. But
no, yeah, but UNC managed to pull it out and actually sway the ult economy heavily in their favor. Old Dominion kind of put a lot of their money on that team fight, trying to get using 3 ults to try and get that last little push. However, it doesn't look like it's going to quite work.
Oh, it's a big shatter! Oh. That window has no use at all whatsoever. Oh my gosh, it's like a Brock slide here.
Oh,
but Lekt?
We are going to see Lekt on Josue on the Orisa. Does get the Immortality Field and Optimal Light. Nothing to scoff at. Miss currently trying to get out of baby form. Going to get murdered instead. Hate to see it happen.
Yeah, I don't think that tire is where it's at, Cthulhu. I think that beat and then the shatter and then running over them, like that, straight out of the playbook. Beautiful play there.
Yeah, I mean, and to be fair, they are back to being halfway to 3 more. They're halfway to 3 more ults right now. UNC is currently sitting at about to 3. Cease your resistance is what UNC is currently saying, trying to quickly dissuade or don't Josue any further pushing, but you never know it.
We're gonna get so much mileage out of that punch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love to see UNC tanking the initiative, using the ult first, right? So often it's whoever ult first wins the map. It is only 2 minutes left on the clock. ODU is on the last point of the map, right, Cthulhu? So they only have to push that payload to the end of this little factory area.
Right, but here comes the big issue. The closer you get to the point, the closer you get to the enemy team spawn. I mean, they're very much able to do a lot more stalling, and UNC has actually been pretty good at that so far.
That's right. I mean, they're definitely stuffing their push for now, especially on the third point, which is so hard. I mean, ODU just committed an ult, and UNC too, and it's still, they're just kind of standing there. There's a bomb coming in. Oh, what just happened? Beep Cheap off camera gets a 3K, make that 4. He doesn't want Lek to have all the glory of this bench.
Beep Cheap coming in as the MVP for certain on Old Dominion. UNC seems to not be able to know what to do with this little snake man. He's sneaky!
He swapped from the Duke to the Junkrat, and he did an equally impressive play.
He just pops out of nowhere. He's like a thief in the night, stealing your stocks.
Hiding in the sewers.
Not stocks,
in any case, ODU is at the very end of the point now. 30 seconds left, so this is going to be the last fight. Niche hits a shatter. It does get missed on the ground, but it's actually Lekt who gets higher onto Index and picks up another kill that way. Oh my gosh, it is a stripe red, blue in the kill feed. Oh my gosh,
does
what
get
just happened?
booped off. That's important. This might be the end. Not quite to the end, but very, very close. UNC has almost stopped a 3-point push. They just got to get off to the light off. Overtime is now started. The stall on both sides has now begun.
That's right, but it is overwhelmingly in the favor of UNC right now. Basically, ODU is just running in and dying real quick. Maybe Niche can make something happen with that ball. Nope. Right as I say that, his 600 HP is lasered down by Lex bullets. And overtime is ticking out faster and faster as time goes, as you know.
Yep, Beep Cheap did manage to reset overtime twice, but sadly ODU is unable to get there. 65.16 meters towards the third point is ODU's current score. All UNC Varsity has to do is get slightly farther.
Now that's not bad.
Not bad at all.
That's a good push.
That is a fantastic push for ODU. Now what? Now UNC, can they do better?
That's a good point. Can they do better? I'll be excited. I'll be interested to see if they're gonna learn from that first round and swap their hero pool, right? Because I mean, Don Jose, respect the man, but I feel like he was getting bullied a little bit on the Orisa, right?
No, yeah, that Orisa I think is what gave them so much momentum in the first bit. I feel like if he had, ironically enough, Don Reinhardt, honestly I wonder if Old Dominion actually just knows the Orisa matchup better.
It might be. I mean, they're pathing. When you're playing Ryan against Orisa, pathing is everything. You got to find a way to get from point A to point B being where the Orisa is, without getting shot from a distance. And that's exactly what ODU does. They're sneaky.
I'm sorry about that noise on the stream. My friend decided to give me a call. I'm gonna go yell at him real quick.
Okay.
As I text him on my cellular device.
No problem. Tell them something more important is going on right now.
Yeah.
Because Lex pulling out the Pharah once again. I mean, the Pharah was so strong at the first point of Lijiang, so I'm excited to see it. This is the comp. This is the decentralized comp. 2 off tanks, Don Jose missed on the Sigma and the ball. I think this could be something really beautiful.
All right, I have given my friend a bit of beration. Let's get into actually watching this game, folks. I am excited to see how this double off tank will do as it succeeded spectacularly in the previous match.
Look at this, ODU already backing up. Oh, no, sorry. ODU's doing no such thing. In fact, they've gotten 2 kills on the Don Jose and Dino. Lex still doing all he can, raining down damage from above.
Yeah, it does seem like ODU has gotten quite a bit missed, very much in the back line, just chilling back there. However, that is going to be the Legend 9 hitting the dust.
Nasty air shot there, and followed up by Minchai. This is the synergy here, right? You want both characters to be shooting at the same thing. That's so much damage. And there's the shield cracking, there's the Mei falling, and that is a pretty solid first push. It looked a little dodgy.
Oh, yes,
but they pulled through.
Definitely not as speedy and efficient as Old Dominion, but still got the job done. Yeah, there it is. I thought Arista's G was still in the back, however, immediately put down.
I mean, let's take ODU's perspective here, right?
Not good. Legend 9 did get killed in a very bad overextension. That's going to cause a very long field.
Oh, what's this? Beep Cheap assassinates Master Squid on the Mercy, but gets killed as well.
Never mind. Okay, it looks like overextensions on both ends are getting heavily punished.
Yeah. Let's take ODU's perspective here, right? If you're playing a Ryan comp where your goal is to speed your Ryan and other close range characters onto the enemy team so you can do damage, how are you going to do that, Cthulhu, when there is no enemy team? Right? I mean, Mist is over here going a million miles an hour. Lex in the air. Minchai is blinking around. Master Split's in the air as well. There's no one to go on. That's why this is like sort of the ultimate test. Can a Reinhardt carry a game like this?
That's true, and we are seeing Minchi already in the backline assassinating a DPS. Not looking good for them. However, he does manage to get to his team. Pulse Bomb not quite going to fight any value out.
There is a lot of ult being dumped into this fight, and not a lot of killing, actually. There's Lex also using that barrage, which does manage to get Beep Cheap. Very well done. But meanwhile, Optimal High trying to play out the headshots as well. There's a shatter. It hits a few.
That's not good. However, it seems like UNC recovers, gets back up pretty fast. Minchi currently fighting Arista's G in the background on a 1v1. 2 women with 2 pistols.
Yes, one apparently significantly better than the other.
Wait, it was 3 pistols, wasn't it? Technically, because Tracer has 2.
Okay, technically it's 3
Fair
pistols.
enough, fair enough.
In either case, this is UNC pushing to the second point, and they have 5 minutes on the clock.
That is a fat stack of time right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, they're looking very good as long as they're not stuck on this last point, which
They just need to get back to their team.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Elect an early elimination from Beat Sheep. You hate to see it. However, it looks like UNC might get a little stuffed here. Maybe they're just trying to farm some ult charge real quick. Minchi is going to die real quick.
That's not the one. That's not how you do it.
Elect switching to the Hanzo, possibly trying to make better use of all these very narrow ults.
This is a good switch. First of all, Farah is not on the third point because it's a little bit more close in. Oh, but what's happening here? The aggression's not done. UNC uses a very aggressive transcendence to go all the way out there and try to kill someone. Rar Dino just dies for it. Oh no.
I hate to see it happen. However, it does result in the end Diva, Aristos G, going down. High Noon only gets 1 kill, sadly, on a tank.
Yeah, but that payload is moving. I mean, Minshai gets 2 more to add on to Donho's Wave 2, and as you know, 2 + 2 = 4, and 4 + 2 more for Minshai = 6. And it's only 1 person left on the point here for ODU.
Yeah. Minchi currently diving in the backline, getting a lot of value out of these tiny little pulse pistols. It seems like Ultimate University can't stay on the point long because they just get out damaged.
Oh, but here's a beat. That's gonna soak up a lot of damage. And now it's suddenly UNC having to back up. Oh no, Minshai, what is happening?
Oh, yeah. Minshai, an unfortunate demonstration of what not to do on this last point. That's going to be a critical error in this push and cause a significant time loss. They do still have a fat stack of time, as I said. Fat stack of time is a fun thing to say. You should try it at home.
Fat stack of time.
Fat stack of time.
Yeah, 3 minutes 30, still pretty bad, not gonna lie. UNC has a lot of time to make this happen, but they do need to regroup and focus their damage a little bit more. Here's Index, there's 1 pick. And we got another, that's 2.
Yeah, Minshai quickly makes it back, gets a couple of picks. Aristos G already off the point out of his neck.
Yeah, and here's Wardina already has another trans up and is making sure no one. Oh no!
Oh no, it's right now!
Donho's almost pulls a Minshai, but saves himself with his ultimate. Oh my god.
If this ultimate does work out, it keeps Aristos G from getting back to the point. 0.01 meters left, and is that gonna do it? That's it! Map 2-1 with a solid chunk of time to spare. Round 2 will solidly go to UNC. A solid showing.
That was nutty. Can we talk about how many kills Minshai got there, just darting around from player to player, and then walks off the map?
Yeah.
You know, there's the yin and yang there, right?
All right. It seems I was wrong. Old Dominion has not lost this match yet. It appears that all they need to...
No, that's over.
Oh, okay.
There was a code.
Going.
No, there's the match settings were a little bit off.
Oh, okay.
But no, yeah, that is the game. Not the whole series, right?
Right, of course. Because
but
there is still 1 more to go. It could be 2, could be 3. But so far, I think UNC has ODU's number. I'll call it here. I think UNC might
I told you UNC got better.
I think UNC has ODU's number. Like it's on speed dial at this point.
Mm-hmm. I mean, right? Because UNC, not only do they have now a season of experience under their belt, got a new, brand spanking new DPS player, a new coach even, and they're really showing it off. I do like how I think ODU learned to respect Lex Farah, because they came out on that second half of King's Row with the ultimate counter, right? They were playing Diva to eat up the rockets, playing Echo, right? Echo, the aerial counter to Farah, and then Cassidy, the grounded Farah counter. So
exactly.
All of that to say that they shut down Lex. He had to switch to Hanzo, but it still worked out for UNC.
I just remembered that McCree got name switched to Cole Cassidy.
Yeah.
I just realized that's why you're saying Cass this whole time. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna roll with it.
Yeah, that's his name now.
I forgot. McCree got renamed due to some controversy, rightly so. So now he's Cole Cassidy. I'll remember that from now on, I hope.
Who's McCree?
Yeah, McCree was just a guy. He's a ghost. Little specter.
That's right. Well, I think UNC is showing they got. What am I trying to say? I just heard that we are going to be going to Gibraltar next. That is just that's just a raw payload push. No point taken. Just grab it and go. That's right. For the payload map, always third in these series. Is that a word? Series is?
Yeah, series would work.
Okay.
Series, match.
What? I'm losing my train of thought now. Gibraltar, yes.
Yes.
Not a Reinhardt map, because that high ground on the first and second point, deadly. Reinhardt cannot get up there easily.
Extremely high. Old Dominion's gonna have to get creative. Now, granted, I'm not. I'll be the first to say, Beep Sheep, very creative DPS player. Very much. He seems to be very snaky. He just kind of appears right when you least expect him.
He's a sewer snake. He's a sewer snake.
Yeah,
he's hiding down there.
He's just a guy who pops out of nowhere. I don't even say little because he's been playing Doomfist and he's far from small. So
Doomfist is like 7 feet tall.
Doomfist is massive.
It's insane.
It scares me.
Yeah. It also means his hitbox is massive, which is one of the problems of playing Doomfist. But regardless, yes, UNC knows what they want. They want to make ODU uncomfortable. That's why they chose Lijiang, and then for the Pharah, of course, and then they chose Gibraltar, which is typically more of a dive map.
I could very easily see a number of just characters that are just kind of like designed to pepper you from the top coming out.
Absolutely.
Old Dominion has shown that they do know they do have a bit of a little grasp of the concept of how to stop a Pharah. However, that's if they can hold on in this extremely open map. At this point, I feel like once they get to the second point, it'll be much smoother, transition forward. But this first and third section are going to be very, very difficult since they're so high up. It's so open.
Can we just appreciate how flexible UNC's players are? Like, let's look at Don Josue and Mist, right? They've played the Ryan Rush comp. They've played this Monkey Diva dive comp. They've played the Orisa bunker comp. And they've played that decentralized Sigma ball comp. These guys can do anything.
That's true. I mean, versatility. I mean, the Swiss Army knife so far. Both of these players are able to let their DPS and their supports revolve around whatever they plan. We even see Lect pulling out a Greninja.
A Genji! Oh!
Not Greninja. Genji.
Yes, Greninja's the Pokemon.
I said Greninja. I will own that.
All right. Yes, the
Not
Greninja
proud.
coming out.
So badly, Mark. I want to play that game. However, Optimalite is on the Ashe. A very impressive 7 consecutive misses. Gonna get harassed by quite a few of UNC's players.
That's right, not being able to find too much yet, and is kind of here on the what just happened? Don Josue, why are you off the map?
However,
okay.
Optimalite is going to get punished for trying to pursue a Genji going to a health pack. Minshai currently looking pretty low. However, Lect is getting a lot of value out of these. I stand corrected.
Yeah, he did get some good kills there, but he went a little bit too far there. And it looks like ODU might be able to take control of this high ground now, which is great. That gives you most of the first point. They just have to push that payload through that little tunnel there. However, Minshai answering back, that's right, with a punch kill, and then immediately gets killed as well.
Yeah. UNC is pretty much back to this. Is pretty much back to the payload. However, Old Dominion is getting a little bit more of a push. Legend 9 keeping everyone healthy. Lect trying to get some deflected.
Yeah, they're just poking at each other right now. What we're looking for is a coordinated dive. We want both tanks and the DPS going in a single target.
Deep Sheep getting a little harassed right now. Had to pull back so they weren't getting completely and utterly dominated by the monk.
This is so interesting. Tell you, ODU's not diving. They're just kind of poking. They are getting kills, but they're letting UNC get the initiative. Oh, but again, another pokey kill from Beep Sheep. Once again, I mean, the hero pull on this man is insane. And that's going to be very little healing left for UNC.
Niche diving onto our alt tank Mist right now. Not letting her breathe too much.
That's right. Oh, and Beep Sheep with the self-destruct, knocking B out of the sky. I mean, I know he was just using that Valk, doing a very good job of keeping his team alive after his teammate Vardana went down. But if you're in the air, then you can get stuck out with that Bob.
Bob is currently doing something. That's something you got to watch out for. It seems that Old Dominion has
we got a little Bob camp there.
Yeah, Old Dominion University has a solid push right now, but UNC does have has about 3 ults, 1 more on the way compared to only the 3 on Old Dominion's side.
That is right. And if they're coordinated enough, there it is. There's the jump. He does get anti-nated right away, making sure that he's not going to get any killing. And here it is. This is the main event. We have a Nanoblade coming out from Lect. He's swiping away. He gets optimal height. That's just 1, but Minshai and Mist are helping out with kills as well.
UNC winning a very solid team fight. Minshai going to be trying to get these backline supports.
It's actually Rardino who hits the final blow into Aristoso. Aristo's G, I'm sorry, that G looks like an O from a distance. And it is going to be UNC cleaning up the battlefield and stopping that payload right before the first checkpoint.
You love to see it. You love to see it.
What is going on? Get that payload moving.
University had a really solid push, a very slow but steady approach to it. However, it seems like they were stuck at the very last second. Lect switching to a different ninja, now currently sitting on the Bowman himself.
Yeah, I mean the Genji's a little bit of a, it's a little cocky of a pick, right?
I think it was working just a little bit, but I think they were starting to get the read on it.
He's a little, I mean, the problem with Genji's, I'll talk about it later. Because we have ODU jumping in right now, goes on B, maybe not the best dive target because he just gets right off that high ground, out of any danger. This throws in a bomb into 3
triple nuke. That might be the entirety of Old push. That might be the end. Aristo's G making a last-minute dive, but B does get a revive on Lect just to stunt on him. And that is going to be a very solid showing from UNC in round 1. All they have to do is push the payload a whole measly 82.33 meters, which basically just means not even 1 point.
That's right. Like 90% of a point, 0.9 points. And all UNC has to do is take this first point, and they've got the map, and they've trounced ODU 3-0.
Yeah.
If they manage to push to the
That is if they manage to. Old Dominion could have a rock-solid, iron-tight, firm grip on this opening.
It's possible.
It's possible, but it doesn't look likely.
I want to hope for the extended game here.
Right, of course. Make sure there's more time for us to let the viewers watch, and definitely not so we can put more ads on it.
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah. Anyways, check out our socials while we wait for the Iron Grip defense from Old Dominion University to activate. We do see a Torbjorn from Beep Cheap. I'm excited, actually. The little man himself.
That is exciting. What can Beep Cheap not play? That's
I actually am very excited to see Torbjorn. I love Torbjorn.
He's just a fun little guy.
He is having difficulty.
He's like they're too short.
He's
to
got it
make
this time.
Job.
There he
There
goes. All right, but yes, check out our socials. We have an Instagram, we have a Twitch, we have a Twitter. I think we definitely have a YouTube. Feel free to watch any of our streams on the way back. We do have plenty of other content. We're going to be making more content as time goes on. So be sure to subscribe and follow wherever you can to get all the content all the time here at the UNC Esports Gaming Arena. Now that I'm done shilling for y'all with my big loud voice, let's get into a big loud game of Overwatch.
Beep Cheap, pulling out the rivet gun and getting legged from a distance, out-sniping the sniper. Although B is there with the res, which is beautiful. But UNC has made their first dive, has not managed to get anything out of it. Coordination not quite there that time.
Yeah, but they are still making a good push. The payload is currently under the hill. Lect and Don Hostway gonna bite some dust real quick, but it does seem like we're still getting pushed.
Beep Cheap answers back, says, "Oh, you're gonna res my first kill? I'll just kill him again." This time with a headshot.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. As much as I don't want to see UNC lose, I am always here to watch the little dwarf.
Oh, he gets a hammer kill on Rardino.
Yes. Okay, enough fiending for this Torbjorn. Put him down. Put him down.
Beep Cheap making a huge statement here. This is their Iron Grip. They were playing pretty defensively, and I was a little worried because they gave up a lot of cart progress, but it worked out because they gave them enough time to get those kills. Here's another dive. Both tanks jumping into the high ground, but they do hit a nice anti-nade there, and that is going to be enough to kill Optimal Height. That's 1 DPS down, giving UNC a nice advantage, and
Don
he's cornered the dwarf.
Yes, Beep Cheap gonna finally bite the dust. Such a problem that first push. Let's go ahead and get that turret down too. However, the big angry monkeys coming out from Old Dominion gonna harass the poor Tracer.
Yeah, look at this. ODU has all their ults, and they're committing quite a lot to it because they know if they lose this fight, they lose the match.
That's probably true. Aristos G sitting on this nuke. We are gonna see the Guardian Angel come out alongside Beep Cheap and Legend 9's ults. Nerf this, says Aristos G not only gets 1 kill, but is responded very nicely with the Dragon Arrow.
That's right. The payload is almost reaching its destination, as Athena so helpfully tells us. UNC just has a few more feet to go, but B does need to stay alive first. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. They're gonna have to regroup and try once more. There's only 2 minutes left on the clock now.
Not too terrible, not too great either. They might have to throw a team fight just to gather ult charge. Mist does have 98%. Min-Shy and Don Host was getting there eventually.
I mean, if Mist can recreate that bomb from the first round,
that's true.
it's over. Game over. But we'll see. Hopefully, ODU has learned that it's playing corners so they can hide from the bomb.
Beat Chief, who has a very well-placed turret, kind of hard to shoot when you don't have very many long-distance hit scan.
Right, there's the dive from UNC. They go up onto this little shelf here, as well as an anti-nade. That's gonna get a kill on the Index.
We are gonna see the nerf this go straight into the wall. That is going to be the Beat Cheap turret and Legend 9 going down. This could be big. Niche, super low. However, they just like they close out the kill. Niche back with the Angry Monkey. Optimite gonna go down to Min-Shy.
Yeah, there it is. They are laser focused on those low HP targets, trying to get them down one by one, and it's working so far. They do have a rally. This is really good for their survivability, and ODU trying to come back and retake here, but it's going to be a tall order for sure.
He does dive. The big monkey is going to dive into the back line. However, IDX is going to go down to Min-Shy. Legend 9 now switching to the Moira, possibly trying to get some extra damage.
I mean, ODU is doing so much here to try to hold on, but it is all UNC in the kill feed. I mean, one kill off the leg, but it's nothing when Don Jose is out here punching everyone to oblivion.
And that is it, folks. A 3-game sweep. The GGs coming out on both sides. UNC has taken this match 3-0. Play of the game going to come from Mist, UNC's own.
Beautiful. I want to see this again. No, you can't really see anything though, can you? It's all up there in the roof.
But you could definitely see it in the kill feed, that triple kill being so instrumental at stopping the momentum.
Absolutely. Tell you what, this is my take. Here's my 2 takeaways from this match. 1, UNC has a strategy.
The adaptability was off the charts.
Yes, they knew what ODU wanted to play. They chose 2 maps, perhaps the 2 maps that are most bad for ODU's preferred team comp, and when ODU switched the Winston and the Diva, they looked a little bit lost, to be honest. The coordinated dives weren't quite there. They're more used to following behind a Reinhardt instead of a monkey.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it. However, but that I think that actually did just come down to us. Last season, ODU beat us 3-1, but we turned the head on projections with that adaptability that UNC has now come to know and love.
Absolutely. That was my second point, actually. This is UNC's character arc, right? We lost pretty badly to this team last season. We came back. We're better now. We beat them. They were 4th out of 10, and you need to be top 3 to get into the conference championship, right?
And we just waffle stomped them.
Right? So, I mean, I'm not going to – it's too early in the season to really look at the rankings. But
fair enough. But UNC is coming out here to give us a show every single week, and I'm enjoying it.
That is right. Well, that's all the Overwatch we have for you today. Another short one because it was a 3 out of 5-er. But with our standings now at 2-1, we can look forward to the next match next Monday, same time, 8 p.m., unless it gets rescheduled. That happens a lot.
Right, of course. I hate to see it.
And we will be facing Western Kentucky University.
Yes, and then, of course, after that, we'll be back here every week with another match. Like I said before, please follow all our socials, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. We have everything everywhere, and if we're missing something, please let us know. We'll get it out there. We got content coming at you everywhere, every which way, and we will see y'all later with more content later this week. We still got League. We still got Dota. We apparently now have CSGO coming on the way.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And, of course, we do have on this coming Sunday, we do have the UNC Valentine's Day event. We will see y'all back here sometime this week, y'all. Stay tuned and come back soon. See ya.